with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang to make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. So we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
It's week 1 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC North rivals. It's the Diablos and the Bears on Monday night.
The former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. Again, his NFL opportunity is Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's Huntley. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
To throw, Huntley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Lance now on 1st down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Lance looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Diablos are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Great move by Montgomery. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Huntley to throw. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious. There came the points.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Lance. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Diablos have moved out in front. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touch. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Avoids him at the 40. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Huntley. They'll roll him out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Up the middle. It's Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 43 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long. Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On first down, Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw, it's Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Right side to Williams. And they're going to get this down about the 17-yard line here. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And take it right on the 30. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Desperate coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. He is very close to a 1st down, but for where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Huntley. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Huntley. Now he steps away. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a big gain on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's for defensive backs to come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huntley, throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away as they have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Lance now on 1st down. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Working from the gun, Lance. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll try and run with Harris, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Diablos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Bears 17.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week one picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the route.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Striker, 33.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And it's a fumble.
Wow.
O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call. He's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Now we'll get a moment here as they look this way. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Throwing on first down. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Looking to throw. Huntley. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. Finding space at the 40. Nothing can stop him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Handoff right side to Wangu. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kene Nwangu. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Diablos will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. To throw, Huntley. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Huntley. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Huntley. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Huntley to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. 20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and going to keep touchdown.
David Montgomery, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bears have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He's airing it out for Williams, and it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
41 yards.
And the Diablos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Bears
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Huntley. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, here's Nwangu. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Ready.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and